Okay, hello Autism vlogger followers, it's your girl Carrie here, and as you can see on my screen, you can see a map. This is where we started. I did not do a going home from Panama City video like I did coming down, because we kind of went on a little side vacation and there was arguing because we were all just tired of each other at said point, things like that. So I didn't feel like picking up the camera. And also on our side vacation, which we went to the Johnny Cash Museum here in Nashville, as you can see on my map, this pink kind of line, it's not even, but this pink line is I-65. As you know, I'm into maps, so I can show you our maps. So where we started was in Panama City. We went up to Bowling Green, which is in the red zone here, and we had stayed there for a couple days from New Year's Eve to the 3rd, and we took a side vacation to the Johnny Cash Museum in Nashville. And another thing is, the reason why I didn't record that too is when we got to the museum, I found out that you're not allowed to record video. No flash photography, no video, things like that, but you are allowed to take pictures, which I thought was stupid. And then the following day after the 3rd, we went from Bowling Green up on 65 to I-64, and my parents and sister-in-law and stuff dropped me off right above Charleston, where I've done a blog before. You've seen in the past I've done it before, I've stayed there before, didn't bother really filming all that much. And then that weekend I went down to Princeton, West Virginia, which is like approximately like right in here where I have zoomed where the green is, to record the plazas, which that video is already up. You've probably already seen it. But to make this going away video, I wanted to kind of show you pictures of the house that we stayed in, because I didn't give a tour. I gave a tour of every other vacation house, but I wanted to show you pictures of the house we basically stayed in. Okay, so this is in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which I will remove my camera so that way y'all can see better. Or shrink it down. Let me shrink it down here. There, that's better. But this is in Bowling Green, Kentucky. This is the outside of it. It's like a little apartment complex. We got there New Year's Eve in the evening. It was dark when we left, because, you know, we were tired. We left early. It was an 8-hour trip from Panama to Bowling Green in and of itself, so we were tired because we had to get up early. There was fighting along the way. We didn't get up there till it was dark, and so there was fighting getting into this apartment complex, which is like a set of apartments. It wasn't really a full-blown house. Pardon me, I needed a drink. But right in there, as you can see, there's a couple apartment doors. There'd be like steps you'd have to follow, and we were on the top where this window is. So as you can see, this is what the entrance looked like when you got up to the door. Nothing special. This is what the stairs looked like. You can tell we were upstairs. Now these are the pictures they had on their VRBO website. I mean, it was a cute apartment in Bowling Green, Kentucky. But I mean, they said they would give us extra towels, extra blankets, cookies, things like that, little things like that. But there wasn't any of that stuff there, so that kind of just dampened our mood. Okay. Here's the backyard of the place. Oh, wait. Let's see. Am I doing this right? Yes. I don't have these in particular order, but here's the backyard of the place. Here's the patio or deck, if you will. This is another picture of the deck. I didn't really have these in order, obviously, but when you come upstairs, if I can find it, when you come upstairs, this will be the upstairs. This was my room. This was the loft I stayed in. This was the loft I stayed in. There was a full-size bed, which that's it. And then on the other side of the loft, there was a twin bed. There's the full size. Okay. Let's see here. Hold on. Oh yeah, here we go. Right there's the twin bed in the loft. It was a cute little loft. I had a ceiling fan. As you can tell, it was a cute little loft. Nothing too special, but it would go right to the steps. So really, once you got up the stairs, you'd be right there in the loft. And like this doorway, as you can see right here, which I'm kind of fidgeting with, that goes right into the apartment. So when you go into the apartment, let me see if I can start with the living room. This is what it looks like when you go into the apartment from the door. This is the first picture. You take a right, you go out to the kitchen, take a left, that's the living room. That's the living room and kitchen table. That's the kitchen. That's the kitchen too, which in that closet is what this was, the washer and dryer. I'm sorry these pictures were kind of out of order, but is what it is. This is the guest bathroom, aka my brother, my sister-in-law, and I would use it at night. But I mainly used my parents' bathroom to shower, but I'd use this at night in case I had to go to the bathroom because it was like right off the hallway. You didn't have to walk into somebody's bedroom. That's another view of the living room. Now they kind of changed the decor a little bit, but it still kind of looks like this. This is the master bathroom. As you can see, there were two sinks, a shower tub combo, and a toilet. This was the guest bedroom, my sister-in-law, brother, and my niece's room. And this was the master bedroom, and that door right there was where the bathroom was. It's pretty nice, but like I said, the thing that threw us off about this place was they didn't include extra amenities that they promised, like extra towels, blankets, things like that, and we needed some of that stuff, but they didn't include any of it, and they would never answer back to any of our texts either, so that was a disappointment. So pretty much after that day, we went to Nashville, I am so sorry that these pictures are so out of order, but here's the first skyline picture. I got skyline pictures, but here's the skyline of Nashville a little bit further away. You can see some tall buildings and stuff. Then here's the second picture, like in downtown, pretty close to the museum. This is a picture I took. It's not a picture I got off the internet, believe it or not, but this is downtown Nashville. Like I said, I didn't really take any pictures of Johnny Cash Museum. My mother did. I was kind of busy because they had multiple things going on, from things you can read to actual movie presentations in certain areas. You could sit down and watch a movie on a big screen about certain things that he did. And I was kind of watching the movies. I'm not really a big fan on reading. And though they did have parts of the museum where you could put on headphones, but with the COVID and stuff like that and the way the world is anymore, I didn't want to use headphones that aren't really, I don't know if they're sanitized or not. So I just watched the movies and read a little bit of things. What's cool is I didn't know this, but if you all ever watched The Simpsons, which is an animated cartoon kind of like Family Guy and American Dad and King of the Hill and things like that, back in the 90s, when Homer went on a vision quest and he saw a red fox, Johnny Cash actually played the voice of the red fox. I didn't know that. That was pretty cool. Okay, and so then after Nashville, I went to Charleston. They finally brought back my sausage gravy. Had to take a picture of it. I loved this stuff in Charleston. And when I got to Charleston, it was just myself. My parents and my sister-in-law and brother-in-law went up to their house. I stayed in Charleston myself for a couple days, paid for that room myself for a couple days. And I was happy they brought this back because they just had the gross country gravy that didn't have the sausage in it. I went swimming. As you can see, this is the pool room. If you've seen some of my previous vlogs, you may recognize that background. Then I got to see I-64, who's my friend, in I-77. As you can see in a YouTube blog that I just previously did, this is the Beckley Service Plaza. We stopped there and I took several pictures and did video, which the video's on YouTube, which I'll link below. There's the Bluestone Plaza we stopped at next. I got picture and video because we didn't go up the West Virginia Turnpike, aka I-77, on our way home, so I got pictures and video of that. There's me in I-77 and I-64. And then that evening, obviously I'm at my parents' house now. We got Miss Kit Kat, who is right behind me, who hasn't been in a vlog for a while, but there she is if you can see her in the camera. But she came home and she was happy to come home, and that pretty much ended our journey in Florida. I do hope you enjoyed the videos. Sorry they weren't the best. Here's a little bit of a bigger view of her. She's kind of sleeping. Let's see if I can tap on her. Hi, say hello to everybody. There she is. But I do hope y'all enjoyed my Florida vlogs. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see y'all in the next one. Yep. Hold on.